I'm going to talk about upcoming pattern. Let's look at weather warnings first. So let's look at, oh, it's very fresh automatically. So I need to turn off something so it doesn't show up. So then can't even turn it off. So let's look at Scarborough first. There's gonna be snow and ice pellets about up to 5 centimeters of snowfall with some multiple, gonna say it again. So there's gonna be snow and ice pellets amounts up to 5 centimeters possible. So there's gonna be multiple hours of freezing rain possible, predominantly for the areas west of the city of Toronto. There's gonna be ice buildups with some few millimeters of possible. So it's gonna begin this early this morning and continue through this evening. So there's gonna be hazarded winter conditions expected today. There's some yellow warning with some winter storm warnings. So let's look at upcoming. There's gonna be ice, but we don't need to explain that. So let's look at orange well. Orange well first, then or say big bear. So orange well is gonna get some 5 to 10 millimeters of ice with some 15 minutes possible. So there's gonna be easterly winds gusting up to 60 kilometers per hour. It's gonna begin this whole, morning and tapering off this evening. There's some orange warning with some freezing rain warnings. So significant freezing rain. So let's look at Newmarket. So Newmarket is going to get some yellow warning with a snowfall warning. There's going to be snowfall amounts of 10 to 15 centimeters. It's going to begin this morning or early afternoon and continue through this evening. So, oh, Uxbridge is inside possible. Yeah, this inside doesn't count. So let's look at Oshawa and Belleville. So Oshawa Coburg is gonna get some 10 to 15 centimeters. There's gonna be snow mixing with water. So there's some yellow warning with some snowfall warning. It's gonna begin this morning or early this afternoon and continue this evening. Everything's safe. So let's look at Coburg inside. So Belleville. So Belleville is gonna get some 10 to 15 centimeters. It's gonna begin this afternoon, continue this evening. There's going to be yellow warning with snowfall warning. Everything else is safe. So let's look at Newmarket. Orange was done. So Uxbridge, Oshawa is done. Coburg, Peterborough. Now Peterborough. So everything is same as Coburg. So I mean Oshawa also. So let's look at next city. So let's look at next city, which is Port Elgin. Actually, let's do Lionshead first. So Lionshead is going to get some. Lionshead is going to get some 5 to 10 millimeters of freezing rain with some 15 millimeters. So everything is same as before, like Orangeville, for example. So let's double check Orangeville first. So everything is same as Orangeville for Lionshead or Hobay. So Collingwood is gonna get some similar weather warnings. So don't need to explain that. So let's look at Port Elgin. Port Elgin should be same weather warnings as Orangeville, same thing. So let's look at Hanover, probably the same thing. That's not Hanover, but Port Elgin same as Orangeville actually. So let's look at Hanover. So Hanover, Ontario is gonna get some. It's gonna be split in half. Same things as Orangeville. So let's double check it, but the left side of Hanover, same thing. So let's look at Port Elgin, Hanover, line said obey Wireton. So Wireton. So something has to turn off. So turn off winter weather, turn on city weather, so it's easier. So let's look at Wireton. So there is Wireton somewhere in the Wireton's the same thing as Orangeville, doesn't need to change. So Collingwood is going to go get some 10 to 15 centimeters of snowfall, but some it's going to begin this early afternoon or this morning. It's going to continue this evening with the same thing as other cities. So there's some yellow warning with the snowfall warning. So let's look at Barrie, then Orla. So Barrie is actually the same thing as Collingwood in Orla, Bombay, Sunbury, Southern Mainland, same thing. So Georginia is going to be, let's see, it's similar to Newmarket, close, very close. So it's going to be, so Barrie has similar weather warnings as Collingwood actually, so don't need to change anything. So unless there's something. So we did all lake sinkholes. So let's look at Oakwell. So let's look at Oakwell. Oakwell is gonna get some 3 to 7 millimeters of freezing rain. Or ice actually. So with actually let's start again. So there's gonna be freezing rain with ice. So build up about 3 to 7 millimeters of millimeters for some areas like Oakville, for example. So not Oakville, but it's gonna be yellow warning with some freezing rain warnings. So when it's gonna continue to begin this morning and tapering off this evening. So that's Oakville. So let's look at Toronto properly this time. So for Scarborough, this is part of so yeah, already explained this. So it's a big part already explained. So the yellow warning with some winter storm warnings. So it's already part of Brampton. So everything is same for Richmond Hill Newmarket actually. So not Newmarket, but everything is same. So let's look at Scarborough, Richmond Hill, and compare those two things, cities actually. So there is no difference. So let's look at upcoming pattern, which is pressure pattern. Oh, there's also fog advisories. So when the fog will continue, fog should dissipate later tonight or early Wednesday morning. So morning. So there's some yellow morning with some fog advisories. So that's in Scarborough actually. So let's look at the pressure pattern. This will solve everything. If you see in the rain and snow, it's snowfall. So let's set up to 7 p.m. So 1008, 1012 millibars of pressure. So it's going to go up to 22 of February. So it's going to, so the videos are going to be upcoming pattern like February 19th to the 22nd, 2026. So let's look at 24 hours after that, but it's 10 p.m. So this 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's look at next hour, which is 7 p.m. 1004, 1000 and something millibars of pressure. Let's actually zoom on the Southern Ontario. So this 1004 and 1000 and this 1000, so it should be 990 something. So it's going 1004 only. So let's look at 7 p.m. So 1012 millibars of pressure. So 1020 actually. So let's look at next hour, which is 114 hours, 7 p.m. So there's some bridge. So 1020, 1024 millibars of pressure. Let's look at precipitation pattern, which is 10 a.m. or skip 10 a.m. 1 p.m. So London is gonna get some by the way. So Lionshead or Bay, Waretown, Collingwood is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough is gonna get some. Georgina, Beverly Hills, Berry, Bombay, Stanley Beach, Mainland is account. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So most of the Scarborough, which is northeastern, it's gonna get that's Markham. Markham is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall, but Scarborough is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall slash and 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So downtown Toronto, Mississauga, parts of it, it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Richmond Hills. So Richmond Hills is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain with some 2.5 is possible. So let's look at Brampton. Brampton is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain, so which is also part of Scarborough. So Hamilton, Oakville, mostly is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's do Newmarket. So Orangeville. Orangeville was 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. Newmarket's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain actually. So it's actually going to get some 2.4 millimeters of sleet. So yellow is sleet. So and let's start the whole thing again. So Scarborough is gonna the heaviest sleet is 0.25. The heaviest snowfall is 2.5. And downtown Toronto is just heaviest sleet. So heaviest freezing rain for downtown Toronto and Mississauga, Oakville, Hamilton is going to be 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Brampton, Newmarket is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. Actually, sleet. So Newmarket, so Scarborough is already done. So let's look at Port Elgin. So Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. So Niagara-on-the-Lake, 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain, which is eastern. So Niagara-on-the-Lake mostly is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So good spot. So let's go to next hour and let's zoom out. So Uxbridge. So Uxbridge is the wrong place. Uxbridge, Oshawa is the wrong place. So Uxbridge, Oshawa is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall in Oshawa and Uxbridge. Uxbridge is 2.4 millimeters of snowfall, and Oshawa is actually 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower, which is Niagara Falls. City is going to be 6.25 millimeters of snowfall, rainfall. So 4 p.m. So Collingwood, Betty, Georginia, Beverly Hills, those cities are gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Line said, oh, be gonna get some 6.25. Actually, it's gonna be 12.4 millimeters of snowfall. So Palm Beach gonna get some 6.24 centimeters. 6.20 no 2.5 centimeters millimeters of snowfall is actually gonna be on the beach. Palm Beach is 6.24 millimeters. Line said, oh, is gonna be 12.4 millimeters. So Solid Bay Mainland is gonna get some 2.4 millimeters, or less 2.5, 0.25. So Holbrook is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So Peterborough is gonna get some. Peterborough is probably so it's gonna be 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Mississauga, downtown Toronto, southwestern southern Scarborough, Oakville, Edmonton, parts of Niagara on the lake. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Brampton is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain and with some 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So let's look at orange wells. Orange well Newmarket Stouffville is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of sleet. So Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25, 2.5 millimeters of rainfalls, and including 0.25 millimeters of snow. Niagara on the lake is whatever. So Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's look at Belleville. There is nothing. So Belleville's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower, which is London. So let's go to next tower. Niagara Lake could get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall and 2.5 millimeters, actually 6.25 millimeters of snowfall, rainfall, and 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's go to next tower, which is 7 p.m. So Niagara on the lake is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain, but more west you go, it just gets less freezing rain, more rainfall. So it's 2.5 millimeters of rainfall Niagara on the lake. Niagara on the lake is also 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, so that's west. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet, except Newmarket. Newmarket is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of sleet. So Oshawa is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet, a little bit of Oshawa. So Uxbridge is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of, actually 2.4 millimeters of sleet. So Newmarket is 2. No, 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain for Newmarket with some 2.5 millimeters of sleet most of the time. So, like I said, Bay, Collingwood, Betty, those cities are gonna get some 12.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's look at Coburg. Coburg is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet. Peterborough is gonna get some 12.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall with some 0.25 millimeters. That's so Port Elgin is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. So Hanover is gonna get some Hanover is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, freezing rain. So Palm Beach is gonna get some 12.4 millimeters. So Thunder Beach is gonna get some 12.37 millimeters. Solid Bay, Midland is gonna be different. So Solid Bay is gonna be 6.25, 6.24. It's gonna be Midland or Lila is gonna be 2.5. Georgia is gonna get some 12.4 centimeters. Beverly Hills is gonna be 12.4. Actually, it's going to be 6.25 millimeters. So of snowfall is actually it's gonna be 6. So it's actually going to be 12.3 millimeters of snowfall. So let's look at London. There's nothing else. So let's look at next hour, which is 7:10 p.m. So Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So this is only parts of Niagara on the Lake. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, those it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of east rain. Newmarket is gonna get some. Let's do Newmarket properly this time. So Newmarket is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet. Tofu 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Oshawa gonna get some 0.25, 2.5 millimeters of snowfall and 0.25 millimeters of sleet. The Ooks Bridge is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go that to be. So let's look at Coburg, Peterborough. It's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So if I say like even borderline, it's going to be 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters, so 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Georgia Bay is gonna be 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Beverly Hills, Orla, Midland, Sada Bay is gonna get Midline Cedar Bay is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower. Collingwood is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Boyles in Honor is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So rainfall, freezing rain. 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain is actually Boyles in Hanover. So let's look at next tower, London. So 7 a.m. There is nothing else. 10 a.m. There's nothing else. 1 p.m. There's nothing else. 4 p.m. There's nothing else. 7 p.m. There's nothing else. 10 p.m. There's nothing else. Let's go to 7 a.m. So Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So 10 p.m. 10 a.m. actually. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Niagara, Niagara Falls City. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's look at Oshawa. Oshawa, Uxbridge. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oshawa is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. First, it was 0.25 millimeters of rain. So let's go to next tower. Goodness, bye. So let's go to next hour, which is 1 p.m. So Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, so that's holding. So Hobbs Bay, Watertown, Boylston, Hanover, Collingwood, Bombay, Stanley Beach, Salaby, Beatty, Beverly Hills, Georgia, Peterborough, Belleville, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, down to Toronto, Southern Scarborough. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including Oshawa, parts of it. So Uxbridge, Stouffville, Newmarket, some is borderlines. Those Coburg, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond Hill is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go. Line said it's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's look at next tower, Greenspy, London. So let's go to next tower, which is 4 p.m. Hopes Bay, Bombay, Sunny Salaby, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. So the Oshawa Uxbridge is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Coburg is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Peterborough is gonna get some 0.2, no, 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Stouffville's gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Scarborough, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Brampton, Orangeville, Barrie, Beverly Hills, Georginia, Beverly, Orella, Midland, Watertown, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Mississauga, Hamilton, Oakville, Niagara-on-the-Lake. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's look at we did all of the cities. So line said it's gonna be 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is next hour. It's 7 p.m. Line said it's gonna get some 12.5 millimeters of snowfall. Hobsbay is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. White at 6.25. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Southern Bay, Midland, Orlando is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville is gonna get some. Oshawa, Uxbridge, those cities are gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Scarborough, lightest is 0.25, heavy is 2.5. So that Toronto, Richmond Hill is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Actually, that's coming wrong. So Richmond Hills actually is going to be 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Oakville, Hamilton, Niagara, Lake Niagara City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So heaviest could be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall for southeastern Niagara City. So let's look at snowfall. Snowfall's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Newmarket's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Beverly Hills, Georginia is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Adela is gonna get some zero. No, it's gonna be 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Hanover actually is gonna be Hanover, Ontario is going to be like 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Where else is different? So let's look at next hour, which is Collingwood is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 10 p.m. So Collingwood, Palm Beach, Standard Beach, Southern Bay, Midland, Orella, Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Hills, Scarborough, Oshawa, Golden Line, Uxbridge, those cities, no, not that one yet. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Snowfall, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including Hanover. So let's do Mississauga, Brampton. It's down to Toronto, Richmond Hill, parts of Scarborough, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls City, parts of it. Oakville, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, but some nothing in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls City. So Port Elgin, Line said, Obey Warton is gonna get some Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. February 21st. So there is something. So Belleville's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Oshawa is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 10 a.m., which is there is nothing else. 1 p.m. There is nothing else. Or there's something. So Hamilton, Western Oakville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Skip London because London place of London gets mixed up. So let's go to 4 p.m. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Western. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, South. It's gonna be Western Scarborough. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including White Port in Hanover. So let's go to next hour, which is 10 p.m. So line said, Obey, Whiteton, Collingwood, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, full parts of Oshawa Western. Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters as low including per origin. So Hanover is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower, which is London. So let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. So Line said, Bay Wire Temple Origin Hanover, Collingwood. Niagara, Niagara Falls City, London, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orange Hill, Delta, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Snowfall, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Betty, Beverly Hills, Georgina, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to London. Let's go to next hour, which is 10 a.m. So, Line said, Bay, Wartime, Port Elgin, Armor, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Stanton Beach, Betty, Georgina, Beverly Hills, Olala is nothing. Solala is the wrong place. So, London, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stillford, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara, Lake Niagara Falls City. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. That's actually not done yet. So let's go to 1 p.m. So, like said, Bay, Wartown, Collingwood, Bombay, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Aurora, Betty, Georgina, Beverly Hills, Niagara, Lake, Niagara Falls City, Hamilton, Oracle, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snow during Hanover. So let's go to next hour, which is 4 p.m. So, like said, Bay, Wartown, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sun Beach, Salisbury, Midland, Olala, Betty, Georgina, Beverly Hills, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Melville, Niagara Lake, Niagara Falls City, London. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Hamilton, Oakville, Western is gonna get etc. It's gonna get some 0.2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 p.m., which is second final hour. So like said, Bay, Wartime, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sun Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Orla, Betty, Georgina, Beverly Hills, London, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Rangeville, Newmarket, Downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara on the Lake. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 10 p.m., which is final hour. So then we correct Orla. Line said, Bay, Wire, Temple, Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Turner Beach, Salaby, Midland, Orla, this accounts. Betty, Georgina, Beverly Hills, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, so let's go back. So it is 7 p.m. So 2 millimeters is Peterborough, Coburg, 1 millimeters, Belleville, 1 millimeters, so Oshawa, Uxbridge, 0.2 millimeters, Betty, Beverly Hills, Georgina is gonna get some 0.3 millimeters of rainfall, so like said, Bay, Wire, Tampa, Elgin, Hanover, Solid Bay, Midland, gonna get some 0.7 millimeters, including Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, gonna get some 0.3 millimeters of rainfall, so southern Scarborough is gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rainfall, so Niagara Falls City, the AV is gonna be 2. No, it's gonna be 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters. Now, light is gonna be 0.2 millimeters. So Hamilton 0.7, 0.6 heavy is light is gonna be 0.2. So let's go to next hour. Y10 is gonna get some already done. So 7 p.m. 24 hours after that. So Y10 is 10 millimeters, Collingwood 9 millimeters, Brampton 9 millimeters, Mississauga 8 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Down to Toronto 8 millimeters, Scarborough 9 millimeters, 10 millimeters, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville 6 millimeters, Uxbridge 9 millimeters, Oshawa 11 millimeters, 12 millimeters, Peterborough, Coburg 12 millimeters, 11 millimeters, Belleville, Edmonton is going to be 6 millimeters, 6 millimeters in Oakville, Oakville again is going to be 6 millimeters, 7 millimeters. So everywhere Niagara Falls, 7.5 millimeters. If I say everywhere Niagara Falls, that means Niagara Lake, Niagara Falls cities combined. So it's actually so Port Elgin is going to be 9 millimeters. Hanover is going to be 7 millimeters. Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay is going to be 8 millimeters. 9 millimeters in Solid Bay, Thunder Beach. Palm Beach is actually going to be 8 millimeters of rainfall. So it's actually 8 millimeters. 7 or 6 millimeters. Midland, Aurora, it's going to be 6 millimeters. Georgia is going to be 5 millimeters. Beverly is 5 millimeters. Barrie 7 millimeters. Let's go to Midland again. Midland 7 millimeters. So let's go to Hope's Bay. It's gonna be 12 millimeters. So it's fine. So let's go to Lion's Head. So Lion's Head is actually going to be 12 of 5, 17. It's gonna be so it's gonna be 14 millimeters in Lion's Head. Actually, it's gonna be 15 millimeters in Lion's Head. Actually, so it's gonna be 17 millimeters. Actually, it's gonna be 19 millimeters. Is going to be Lion's Head. So it's actually going to be 18 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next tower, which is not properly in this time. So let's go to next tower. Line set is actually going to be 17.5 millimeters, but 18 millimeters actually. So let's go to next tower, which is like we did berry. So let's go, February 21st. So let's actually correct this. There is nothing to correct. So let's go to next hour, which is February 21st. So 7 p.m. 90th hour. So Whiteson 3 millimeters, Collingwood 1 millimeters, Brampton 2 millimeters, Mississauga 3 millimeters, 2 millimeters, Dartmouth 3 millimeters, Scarborough 2 millimeters. The heaviest light is going to be 1 millimeters. Stouffville is going to be 1 millimeters, Sasha 1 millimeters, Uxbridge 1 millimeters, Peterborough with 3 millimeters, Coburg 1 millimeters, Belleville 2 millimeters, Hamilton, Oakville is going to be 2 millimeters, Niagara Lake 1 millimeters, Niagara Falls City is going to be 1 millimeters. So Port Elgin, Hanover is going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. Hope's Bay is going to be 2 millimeters. Lionshead is going to be 1 millimeters, 2 millimeters. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall in all the cities. Orlando is going to be 1 millimeters. Georgia 2 millimeters. Beverly is 2 millimeters. Barrie is 2 millimeters. So Newmarket is gonna get some 1 millimeters. Orange Hole is gonna be 1 millimeters, 2 millimeters actually possible. So 2 millimeters in Orange Holes, Newmarket 1 millimeters. So London, whatever. So let's go to next tower, let's go to next tower, which is 7 p.m. February 22nd. Whitesands 4 millimeters, Collingwood 4 millimeters, Stouffville, Scarborough, Toronto 4 millimeters, Brampton, Mississauga 4 millimeters. Newmarket or Orange Hills 4 millimeters, Uxbridge 4 millimeters, Oshawa 3 millimeters, 3 millimeters, Peterborough, Coburg 3 millimeters, Belleville 3 millimeters, Hamilton 7 millimeters, Oakville 7 millimeters, Oakville is gonna be 4 millimeters, everywhere in Niagara Falls is 2.5 millimeters, London 4 millimeters, Port Elgin Hanover is 5 millimeters, Barrie is gonna be 3 millimeters, Georgia is gonna be 4 millimeters, Beverly is 4 millimeters, Orlando is gonna be 2 millimeters, so Palm Beach going to be 2 millimeters. Thunder Beach is going to be 1 millimeter. Solid Bay 1 millimeters. Midland 1 millimeter. Saxon 1.5. So let's go. Oh, let's power up the wrong location. It's going to be 3 millimeters. So let's go to next tower. Then we correct again. So let's go to next tower. Which Hope's Way is going to be 3 millimeters. Line says it's gonna be 2 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to there is no next tower. So we don't need the extra cities there. So let's go to first towers. So we can correct Orilla. So Orilla is gonna get some 0.7 millimeters. So let's do next tower, which is 7 p.m. So Orilla is gonna get some 7 millimeters, actually 6 millimeters. So let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. So let's gonna get some, or let's actually gonna get some 2 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to 114 hours. It's already done. So let's see air temperature. So let's look at total snowfall, then total freezing rains. So starting from 7 p.m. today. So, oh, that's 12 hours. So let's look at 24 hours. So, which is 7 p.m. So, Orella is going to be 0.6 centimeters, Georginia 0.3, Barry 0.3, Beverly is whatever. So, Line said, Obey 0.5 centimeters, Collingwood 0.6, Dunby, Sotheby 0.7, Midland 0.7. So, Newmarket, Snowfall is 0.1. 0.3 Uxbridge, 0.3 Oshawa, Peterborough, 0.2.0 Coburg, 1.0 Belleville, 1.3 Niagara Falls is going to be 1.9 centimeters as the heaviest, lightest could be 0.2. So let's go to next tower, which is 7 p.m. So February 20th. So Whiteton's 8.0, Collingwood 7.5, Orilla is going to be 6.3, Georginia is no, it's gonna be 5.1. Bablia is 5.4.3 centimeters. Perry is gonna be 5.3 centimeters. So Niagara on the Lake 0.6. Brampton is 4.8. Mississauga is 2.3. So Mississauga's actually is gonna be 2.3, 2.2, 2.1. 2.1 centimeters Mississauga, which is wrong. So it's actually going to be 1.4 centimeters of snowfall as the mean average. So snowfall is 8.0. Dr. on 3.4, Scarborough is going to be 5 centimeters, so Oshawa is 10 centimeters, Uxbridge is 8.1, Newmarket is 5.4, Orangeville is 5.4, actually 5.2, Peterborough is 11.2, so Peterborough is done, so Coburg 11.3, Belleville is 11.2, so Hamilton is 0.4, Oakville 0.4, lightest, heaviest could be to 1.4 centimeters of snowfall, 0.6 Niagara on the lake. So Mississauga is already done. So Port Elgin is going to be 7.4 centimeters of snowfall. So Hanover is going to get some 3.7 centimeters. So Hobbs Bay is 11.8. Line said it's going to get some. The second light is pink, 16 centimeters. So Palm Beach is going to be So Palm Beach is actually going to be third lightest blue, which is 7.5, 7.6 centimeters. Thunder Beach is going to be Thunder Beach is going to be like 4 layers. So it's going to be 4 layers. So it's going to be 8 to 9 centimeters. Solid Bay 7.9. Midland is going to be 6.4. So 6.5. So Midland is actually going to be 7.3 centimeters of snowfall, so that's 7.3 centimeters. So Orilla's wrong, please already done. So Orilla's actually is already done. So let's go to next tower, which is 24 hours after that, 90 hours. So Whiteton's 2.8 centimeters, Column is 1.2, Brampton is 0.8, Mississauga is 0.8, Dr. North is 0.8. 0.7 Scarborough, 0.6 Stouffville, so Newmarket 0.7, Orangeville 0.8, Uxbridge 1 centimeter, Oshawa 0.8, Peterborough 2.6, Coburg 1.0, Belleville 1.4, Hamilton 1.2, Oakville 1.2, Mississauga 0.9, everywhere in Niagara Falls 0.25 centimeters. So Solid Bay is 0.8, Thunder Beach is gonna be Thunder Beach is gonna get some 1.2, no, it's going to be 1 centimeter of snowfall, but that's actually could be. So Palm Beach going to be 0.9 centimeters of snowfall, including Thunder Beach is 1 centimeter. So Palm Beach is actually going to be 0. No, it's going to be 1 centimeter. So Midland 0.9 centimeters, Palm Beach with 0.8. So Palm Beach is actually going to be 0.8, the Midland is 0.8, and thunder beats 1.0. So it's actually 1.0. So line said obey. Hope's Bay is gonna get some 2.3 centimeters. So 2 centimeters is in line set. So let's go to Barry. So Barry is 2 centimeters. Jordania is 2.0. Beverly Hills is 1.5. So Olala is gonna be 2.5 and 1.3 centimeters. So snowfall. So Richmond Hills is actually 0.7 centimeters. So good spot. Let's go to Port Elgin. So Port Elgin's actually gonna be 2.5 centimeters. Hanover is gonna be the mean average is actually 1.5 centimeters. So it's very far. So it could be 1.5 centimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is actually it's gonna be 1.7. So let's go to next tower, which is need to double check, which is February 22nd. So 7 p.m. So let's Watson's 4 centimeters, calling it 4 centimeters, Brampton, Mississauga 3.9 centimeters, Dr. Toronto 3.8, Scarborough 0.3.7, Stouffville 3.8, Newmarket 3.9, Orangeville 3.7, Uxbridge 3.9, Oshawa 3.3, Peterborough 3.0, Coburg 3.3, Belleville 3.4, Hamilton 3.7.1, Oakville 7.1, Oakville is gonna be 0.25 centimeters. X is going to be 0. No, it's 5 centimeters. So everywhere now costs 2.45. So Port Elgin Hanover is going to be Port Elgin's 4.4, 4.3 is in Hanover. So it's going to be wrong. So 3.9 centimeters is in Hanover. Port Elgin to be 4.5 centimeters, 4.6 centimeters. So Betty is going to be 3.4 centimeters. So Snowfall 3.4. Georgina is going to be 3.4 centimeters. So Beverly Hills is going to be 3.8. Olala is going to be Olala is going to be 3.3 centimeters of snowfall, like it be. So, so it's going to be 3.3. So Olala is around place whole time. So it's not top of like single. So Palm Beach going to be 1.7 centimeters of snowfall. Thunder Beach is 1.3 centimeters. Solid Beach is 1.2 centimeters. Midland is going to be 1.6 centimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower, which is London. So Hope's Bay is gonna get some 2.5 centimeters. Line said it's gonna be 2.4 centimeters of snowfall, which is next tower. Richmond Hills actually is gonna be a little bit off. So it's gonna be 3.7 centimeters of snowfall. 3.6 actually. So let's go to next tower, which is there is no next tower. So let's look at air temperature pattern. So let's look at total freeze sleet actually. So let's look at 7 p.m. So Stoffels 9.5, Scarborough, whatever. Brampton's 121.4, Mississauga's 21.4, Uxbridge 1.01, Oshawa's 1.8, 11.8, Orangeville, Newmarket's 15.5, 50.4 is Orangeville. The White's at 15.5. So let's look at Scarborough. So Scarborough is gonna get some. The third light is orange. So Scarborough is actually gonna be 12.5 millimeters of sleet, so it's coming to borderline. So that's which will also counts. So which we know. So let's go to next city. So Port Elgin is gonna get some. The Port Elgin is 18.75 centimeters in Port Elgin. So let's go to Oakville. Oakville, the heaviest could be. Oakville's going to be three third latest. So it's going to be 6.25 millimeters of sleet. That's the heaviest. Close to Let's say it again. So Okul's actually 6.25. The VS get is close to like 12.5. So it's actually 6.25. So lightest is 0.25. So we're not doing Coburg. So let's look at next hour. We did orange or properly. So Scarborough, let's do that properly late final. So let's look at the first darkest orange, lightest orange one. So it's going to be for Scarborough, so 1.5 millimeters of freezing range. So sleet actually. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. Oh, we need to compare. So let's go back to 7 p.m. Done 24 hours. So this little bit of changes. So it's only 0.1 millimeters of changes, so 0.3 doesn't count. So 9.8 is the snowfall. Newmark is 15.6. Orange was 15.5. Collingwood 0.3 millimeters. Whiteton 15.7. We don't need to correct Port Elgin. There is no changes left. So we didn't snowfall Newmarket. So Whiteton and Collingwood. So those are the four cities. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. or something has changed. So let's go. Oh, we have to start from the beginning. 7 p.m. So let's compare. So we just need Coburg, Peterborough, and Collingwood. So Coburg is gonna get some 0.4 millimeters. 0.5 millimeters of sleet is actually Peterborough. Collingwood 0.6 millimeters. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. Let's see any changes. Oh, I need to go to 60. Which is 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. So there is no next hour, which is so let's go to 90th hour and compare 114 hour. There is no changes. So let's look at total sleep. So down Mississauga, Scarborough is gonna be 2 millimeters, including Brampton, Richmond Hill, Scarborough. Tony Market, Orange is going to be 1 millimeter. Snowfall is going to be 0 point something, 5 millimeters of freezing range. So Snowfall is actually 2 millimeters. So it could be 1 millimeters of freezing range. And Niagara Lake, 1 millimeters of freezing range. So Hamilton, Oakville, it's going to be 1 millimeters. Oakville Heavy is 1 millimeters freezing range. The lightest could be 1 millimeter freezing range, actually 2 millimeters. So 2 millimeters in Hamilton, Oakville, so holding. So Boy Elgin's going to get some layer. So it's going to be 6.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So it could be 8 also. So Hanover is going to get some 9 millimeters of, no, it's going to be 11 millimeters of freezing rain is in Hanover. So Hanover is actually, it's going to be 11 millimeters of freezing rain. So it's actually 12 millimeters of freezing rain. It's actually 11 millimeters of freezing rain is in Hardware for Elgin's actually going to be 9 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's go to next tower. Actually, 0.25 millimeters freezing rain. So let's go to next tower, which is Ground Lake. So let's go to 7 p.m. Before that, 7 p.m. Let's go to 7 p.m. So let's go. Oh, let's see any difference. So let's set up. So let's go to next tower, which is February 19th. So the Brampton's 1 millimeters of freezing rain, including Mississauga, Scarborough's 1 millimeters, Scarborough heavy is 2 millimeters, lightest could be 1 millimeters. So let's see any changes for Snowfall. Newmarket. There's no changes for Newmarket Snowfall. Stays is 1 millimeters freezing rain, so Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 1 millimeters. Niagara on the Lake is 1 millimeter freezing rain, so Hammers is 2 millimeters. Oakville 2 millimeters. So let's look at there is no changes for any cities left. So let's look at 24 hours after that. So 42 hours. So snowfall is only one. So snowfall it's gonna be 1 millimeters. So Ashur is 1 millimeters. Uxbridge 1 millimeters. Coburg 1 millimeters. Peterborough 0.25 millimeters. So Niagara on the lake stays the same. The Uxbridge is going to get some 1 millimeter of freezing rain with that. So Peterborough is done. With the Barry is going to get some 0.25 millimeters, 1 millimeter of freezing rain, 0.25 Georgia, Beverly Isles, and Beverly Isles. So let's go to 90th hour, which is 66 hours. So Beverly Hills, Georgia is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's go to 114 hours. So 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 Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the lake I didn't do last time. So it's gonna be 1 millimeter freezing rain, actually 2 millimeters, 1 millimeter freezing rain is Niagara on the lake, Niagara Falls City. So let's go to air temperature patterns. So it's gonna wait a few seconds to see that. So air temperature patterns. So 3B. So Y10 -2, Collingwood -3, Brampton -2, -1 in Mississauga, Toronto -1, Scarborough -2, Suffolk -3, Newmarket, Orangeville -2, Uxbridge -4, Oshawa -3, Peterborough -4, Coburg -3, Belleville -3, Hamilton -1, Oakville -1. Mississauga is -2, so everywhere in Niagara Falls is going to be 1 degrees, London, whatever. So Port Elgin -1 onwards is going to be -2 degrees. Lionshead, OB is -2. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach -3. 2.5, Sotheby -2, Midland -2, Adela -2, Georginia -3, Beverly Hills Berries -4 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. 7 a.m. actually. So Whitehaven -3, Collingwood -4, Brampton -3, Mississauga -2, Toronto -2, Scarborough -3, Stouffville -4, Newmarket Orangeville -4, Uxbridge -5, Oshawa -3, Peterborough -5, Coburg -3, Belleville -5. Hamilton -0, 0 -1, Oakville. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is -1. So Boulogne said Obey is going to be -1 degrees. Port Elgin -2 onwards is going to be -3 degrees. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach is going to be -3. Solid Bay is -4. Midland -4. Rolla, Berry, Georginia, Beverly Hills is -4 degrees. Mississauga is -2 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is February 20th. So it's 3 p.m. So Whitehaven 2 degrees, Collingwood -1, Brampton -1, Mississauga -1, Toronto -1, Scarborough -1, Stouffville -2, Newmarket Orangeville -2, Uxbridge -1, Oshawa -1, Peterborough -1, Coburg -0, Belleville -1 degrees, Hamilton Oakville 1 degrees, Mississauga is going to be -1 degrees, Oakville also, Niagara on the Lake it's going to be 3 degrees, London's 2 degrees, so Port Elgin, Hanover is going to be 3 degrees, so Solid Bay, Midland 1 degrees, Rilla 1 degrees, Saxon -1 degrees. So Palm Beach, Sunny Beach is gonna be 0 degrees, so Barrie is gonna be -2, Georginia -1, Beverly Hills is -1 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. So Y10 0 degrees, -2 Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay, Midland -1 degrees, Hobbs Bay 1 degrees, Lionshead 0 degrees, Georginia -2, Barrie -3, Beverly Hills -1 degrees, so Adela is going to be -2 degrees. Everywhere Niagara Falls is 2.5 degrees. Hamilton, Oakville is 2 degrees. Brampton, Mississauga is 2 degrees. Toronto is 2 degrees. 1.5 Scarborough. 1 degrees in Stouffville. Newmarket is going to be 0 degrees. Orangeville 0 degrees. Uxbridge -1. Oshawa 0 degrees. Peterborough is -4. Coburg -1. Belleville -4. London Port Elgin is 0 degrees, Hanover is 1 degrees, so that's 0 degrees in Hanover. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. So line said, obey Watertown 1 degrees, Collingwood 1 degrees, Newmarket, Orangeville 1 degrees, Stouffville 0 degrees, Scarborough 1.5, Dartmouth 1 degrees, Scarborough 1 degrees, Brampton 1 degrees, Mississauga 1 degrees, Oshawa 1 degrees, Wilkes-Barre 0 degrees, Peterborough -1, Cobourg 1 degrees, Belleville 1 -1, Hamilton 3 degrees, Oakles 2 degrees, Mississauga's 1 degrees, 2 degrees, River and Niagara Falls 4 degrees, so Port Elgin's going to be 2 degrees, so Hanover is 2 degrees, so Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, South Beach 0 degrees, Midland -1, Orleans -1, Georginia's gonna be -1, Barry's -1, Beverly Hills is +1 degrees. So let's go to next hour, London, which is 7 a.m. So Warrington -3, Collingwood -5, Brampton -4, Mississauga -4, Dartmouth -4, Scarborough -5, Stouffville -6, Newmarket Orangeville -6, Uxbridge -7, Oshawa -6, Peterborough -7, Cobourg -6, Belleville -8, Hamilton -1, Oakland -1, Oakland again -3 degrees. So that's 2.5 degrees is an Oakland, so X -3. So everywhere in Niagara Falls -2 degrees, Port Elgin -3, onward is going to be -3 degrees. So Solid Bay is -7, Midland -8. Palm Beach -6, Thunder Beach -5 degrees, so Georginia is gonna be -5 degrees, Beverly is -5, Barrie -6, Orlando -8. So let's go to next tower, which is London. Hope's Bay line said it's different. Line said Bay it's gonna be -3 degrees, -4 degrees is actually gonna be line said. So -3 is actually Hope's Bay. So let's go to next tower, which is February 22nd. So it's gonna be 3 p.m. So White -3, Collingwood -5, Brampton -5, Mississauga -4, Dartmouth -4, Scarborough -5, Stouffville -5, Newmarket Orangeville -5, Wilkes-Barre -5, Oshawa -5, Peterborough -5, Cobourg -4, Belleville -4, Hamilton -3, Oakland -3, everywhere in Ireland Pass -2.5, London -0, Port Elgin -3, Collingwood's done. So Palm Beach is going to be -3, Thunder Beach -3, Solid Bay -2, Midland -2. So let's look at line side OB is -3 degrees. Olala is going to be -4 degrees. That's Olala. So Georgina Beverly is Barry is going to be -5 degrees. So let's go to wire temper. Elgin. So Hanover is going to be -3 degrees. Let's do it again. So -2 is in Hanover actually. So that's the right place. So let's go to next tower, Grimsby, London. So Richmond Scarborough has similar temperatures actually all the time. So let's go to 7 a.m. So which is that's 7 p.m. 7 a.m. So Warrington -7, Collingwood -9, Brampton -8, Stouffville -8, Scarborough -7, Dartmouth -6, Mississauga -6, Oshawa -7, Peterborough, Uxbridge -9, Newmarket, Orangeville -9, Peterborough -8, Cobourg -6, Belleville -8, Hamilton -4, Oakland -4, Oakland again -4, everywhere in Niagara Falls is -3.5. Port Elgin is going to be -6.5. So Hanover is going to be -7 degrees. So Solid Bay -10, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach -9 degrees. So Palm Beach is actually going to be -10 degrees. So line said it's going to be -6 degrees. Hope's Bay -6 degrees. So Midlands -10 degrees. Georginia is gonna be -8. Beverly is Barry is gonna be -9. Orlando -9 degrees. So London wins fine. So Scarborough -7. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. 4 p.m. Same thing. White -3, calling -4. -2 Sim Brampton, Mississauga -2, Dartmouth -2, Scarborough -2.5, Stouffville -3, Richmond -2, Newmarket is -4, Uxbridge -4, Oshawa -2, Peterborough -3, Cobourg -1, Belleville -1, Hamilton -1, Oakland -1, everywhere in Niagara Falls 1 degrees. For LG minus 3 onward is going to be minus 4 degrees. Actually, minus 3.5. So, London. So, Palm Beach is going to be minus 2.5. Milan minus 2.5. Sunny Beach, Solid Bay is going to be minus 2 degrees. Line said, Bay is minus 3 degrees. So Hope's Bay is actually minus 3. Yeah. So, Georginia minus 4. Beverly Hills minus 4. Barrie minus 4. Orlando is going to be minus 3 degrees. So, this is the end of the video. If it's an local only, instead of Western, it's going to be like whole local. So this is the end of the video.